Thank you very much. I'd like to start with a quote, actually, and the quote goes like this. So the quote says, "Children who are capable of forming their own views must have the right to express their views freely in all matters affecting them, and children should be provided the best opportunity to be heard in any proceedings that affect them." Now, I won't ask you, it's not a quiz, where that came from, but those statements actually come, thank you, from Article 12 of the United Nations Convention to the Rights of the Child. And those kind of founding principles really are there for many of the local and national youth councils that we see across the country. Now, we as elected representatives do clearly have a responsibility to ensure that our county's young people have every opportunity to make their views heard on these kind of matters that really affect their day-to-day lives. And that's why today I'm bringing this motion to set up a youth council for the whole of Gloucestershire. Now, it's well known across the country that youth councils that I've looked at are hugely beneficial to those who get involved. And these kind of bodies have various benefits, but just to give you some. First of all, they encourage young people to be involved in the democratic process. Secondly, they give young people a feeling of self-determination. Thirdly, they empower young people to take positive action within their own communities. And fourthly, they actually provide, and this is a really good spin-off benefit, lifelong skills for them, such as teamworking, communication, leadership, and taking responsibility. Yet, those youth councils also give a great deal to the wider debate. Now, if I look around myself in this chamber, as has been commented on previously, we are not fully representative of the population by any means. And in a recent national survey, which I found quite interesting, it stated that the average age of a councillor was 59 in the country. They were white, male, and called David. Now, actually, our own David is not with us today, and I'm not yet 59, and I'm called Paul. But I think the point is well made that we need to get other voices. We need to hear other voices that are not represented here. And so, thinking about this, I'm sure we wouldn't be so arrogant as to believe that we could speak on behalf of young people all the time. We need to listen to them more. And I think in this way, youth councils can bring issues to the fore which we might not otherwise consider. Similarly, they might provide a different opinion on important issues such as, and these are topical things, knife crime, the use of public transport, bullying, education, mental health, and voting rights for the disenfranchised 16 to 17-year-olds. Similarly, youth councils can help us to tackle some of those most deep-rooted challenges across our county, such as the mass exodus of young people from this county, which is the focus clearly of much head-scratching, which prompted the 2050 Vision Project. Now, across the country, there are already more than 600 youth councils, including Stroud District Youth Council, and some in individual villages. And we also have the Youth Parliament. But this council that I'm proposing is very much about the county of Gloucestershire, a county-wide youth council. And we all know that these councils across the country can work and they can capture the imagination, but they need to be given the appropriate resources to do so. And as we saw in the school climate change protests recently, young people are politically engaged, they need to be encouraged, and they can lead the debate. So I think with all those things in mind, you've seen the wording of the motion. What we're suggesting is a county-wide youth council that would be established by 2021, if not sooner, but would then coincide with the wider Gloucestershire County Council elections. I think our young people deserve the opportunity to debate these issues at a senior level. And I think for that reason, I hope that everyone across this chamber will support our motion. As it is written there, give our young people a voice, and let's make sure we listen to them today. Thank you.